and observe them, you're inhaling the hyssop. And keep that in your hand, but now move to the cedar. You're going to pull out your cedar. You're going to inhale it, and you're going to practice awareness on your spine. If you find a spot where it's heavy or dense, put your awareness there. And if not, practice awareness on the whole spine. You're still taking long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the spine. Let that go for a moment. Just be still. Begin inhaling the hyssop, looking at situations, good and bad. They don't have to be negative, just the things going on in your life. And then let it go. Pick up the cedar and go to your spine. Your awareness is on your spine. And you're starting to take long, slow, deep breaths with the cedar. And then let that go. Just be still. Again, with the hyssop, your awareness is on external situations, whatever they might be. Good, bad, neutral, doesn't matter. Just focus on things that are external. Your environment, the things you do, the things you've been doing the last month. And then let that go. Go back to the cedar. Inhale. Your awareness is on your spine. And then just let go. Let go of everything. Just let go. Pull out your hyssop again. Begin inhaling. Your awareness is on the front heart, the center of your chest. You're taking long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the front heart. Move your awareness to your navel, taking long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the navel. And then the crown, the top of your head. Taking long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the top of your head. And just let go. And again, pull out your cedar. Your awareness is on the soles of your feet. Move your awareness to the sex chakra, where the sex organs are. Your back heart. Your awareness is on the back heart. the back throat, the middle of the back of your neck. And then the top of your head, the crown. Long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the crown. Just let go. Let go of everything, just let go. Pull out your hyssop again. Go back to your situational awareness, things going on in the environment. Inhale the hyssop while observing things in your environment. And then put the hyssop down, just be still for a moment. Pick up your cedar. Your awareness is on your spine. Begin inhaling. How's that feeling for you? Yeah, feels nice. And then let go of the spine. Grab your hyssop again. Go back to situational awareness. Just let that go. Again, grab your cedar. Your awareness is on the spine. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the spine. And then again, you're picking up your hyssop. Begin inhaling. Your awareness is on the front heart. Awareness is on the center of your chest. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Your navel. Your awareness is on your navel. And the crown. Your awareness is on the crown. Just let it go. Just be still for a moment. Begin inhaling the cedar with your awareness on the soles of your feet. The sex chakra, where the sex organs are. the back heart between the shoulder blades. Your back throat, the middle of the back of your neck. And the crown, the top of your head. And then just be still. Just be still. Notice how you feel. So I can't remember if it's lymphatic module 4 or 5. You know, we said we'd do 7. We might do more. But one of them will address things that happen while you're sleeping with lymphatic function. So it actually is about like sleep and lymphatic function. And yeah, I can't remember if it's 4 or 5, but it's one coming up. So somebody had said in one of the messages something about sleep. And so it actually is going to be addressed. And then somebody else, what was it? The integration of light thing is the Metatron revealed part. It's a continuation of the materializations of Metatron. It's like the second half of that. So anyway, I think we have a flyer up, but if you have more questions, but it's a continuation of the materializations of Metatron. It's to enhance that process. So, but let's go ahead and share experiences and ask questions. And was there another question?
Do they need to have taken?
No, you don't need to have taken the previous 8 manifestations of Metatron. It stands on its own, but it's also, they augment each other. But yeah.
Someone was asking as well, what is this process we just doing?
It's like I said in the beginning, you're helping displace lower vibrational energies and you're trying to strengthen and fortify the overall lymphatic function. So it's improving lymphatic function throughout the whole body, and it's also increasing your ability to interact with the environment and not necessarily get triggered or attract lower vibrational energies from the environment. Yeah, it also is breaking up like emotional patterns, things that are referred to in esoteric circles as glamours, but that's another ball of wax. We will address that at some point, but right now, let's keep it about lymphatic stuff. Yeah.
But at this point, guys, you can share experience, you can ask questions.
Unmute yourself, type in, share experiences, questions. How are you guys feeling?
Well, I think you kind of put me out there. I think it's going to take a little while to figure out how I am feeling. But I really enjoyed the class tremendously.
Good.
I look forward to continuing on with this study. So thank you, and Sam, for everything. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. And you know, like each of the classes keep building on each other, and so even if you haven't done the other ones, they'll still have a benefit, but they kind of are progressively building on one module after the next. So by the time we get to the third module, you're starting to get a pretty cleaned up lymphatically. Doesn't mean we can't go deeper, but
Well, I'm grateful that we have you.
yeah, thank you. How's your body feeling right now?
Gosh, really good.
Yeah.
I'd say really good. You know, it's really ironic because yesterday I was so sore. Oh my gosh, I was so sore. I thought, oh my, I've been sick. But I think now it was anticipation for this class coming up.
Yeah. Well, like the first module, like that's the one that, like, you know, sometimes you treat it and you go, oh, I feel good, but then the next day you feel like a little like achy and stuff because you're moving everything. By the time we get into this module, boy, you're really cleaning things up. Usually leaves the body feeling really good, like really, really good.
Is it a good idea to keep drinking a lot of water and stuff with this?
Yeah, water, and you know, if you're breathing, you know, like long, slow, deep breaths, you do those in the protocols. And so salt bath maybe.
Oh, that'd be
yeah,
awesome.
all of that could be good. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Go ahead, Peggy.
Hey, Peggy.
Hi, sorry I was late. Drop the bottle. I'm so relaxed. Kind of needed it. So thanks.
Oh, good. Your body feels good?
Yeah, it feels great. And I had a funeral this weekend. So this just kind of mellowed it back out. Thanks.
Good.
It wasn't mine. So I'm here.
And we had some shares in the chat as well. Thank you very much. Wonderful experience. As a first timer, could you please explain if all these need to be used together? Or are these some sequences that can be done in smaller sequences?
Both. The sequences make them a little bit more potent. They kind of build on each other, but each thing can stand on its own. Like a good example would be, like, say you had an issue with a joint, like say you have an arthritic joint. You could go through and do the marjoram cedar technique, and you can even augment with the mugwort technique without having done any of the other things. It should bring some relief, you know, unless the lymphatic system is just really, really super bound up. And so they can be done individually, but also the sequence makes them more potent. So you can mix and match. Yeah.
The spot I focused on in the body feels in some ways like it's moving or improving, and simultaneously like it hurts more and my attention feels a little stuck on it.
Yeah. That doesn't happen often, but what happens sometimes when something's really wound up, especially if it's a pain syndrome, or you might not feel pain there, but as you go through and clean things up, part of what happens when there's a lot of pressure on the nerve, it goes to sleep. And so as you go through and start cleaning it up, all of a sudden it'll start to like kind of, it feels like it wakes up. But what's happening is you're shifting from a lot of pressure to a moderate amount of pressure, which can then excite it. So you keep treating it through that. But chronic issues sometimes need a little extra work, little extra effort. And anytime where you see the pain increase, that means that there was some sort of nerve pain there where the nerve had gone to sleep and it's starting to wake up again. And so it's good, but just keep treating it to push it through. And, you know, if you want to do different treatments and switch over to pain management, that's fine too. But
Super chill.
yeah, it's very, very relaxing.
My spine feels kind of heavy. What should I do next?
I would probably take a salt bath with either marjoram or cedar. Like I do one or the other just to kind of keep things moving. You know, the hyssop moves things away from the spine, the cedar moves things to the spine. And so there is a lot of stagnant lymph that can happen in and along the spine. And if it still feels a little heavy, then you can continue to do the last process that we did, or just jump in a salt bath, you know, something lymphatic or with cedar or something of that nature.
Feel great and thank you.
Hmm.
If I was to make a roller ball to stimulate lymphatic flow, what oils besides bay laurel, lemongrass, and marjoram would you suggest?
Wait, what?
If I was to make a roller ball to stimulate lymphatic flow,
Just like in general, or?
in general,
Yeah, I would use the lymphatic blend. Like that's what that's made for.
how often should we do this process?
Well, it depends. You know, you could really do a lymphatic module like once a week, but if you had like a bad problem spot, like say, you know, you have a surgery site like Tracy was talking about, or the knee replacement that I think it was that Linda was talking about, you could do it daily. But if you're just trying to do maintenance, probably once a week is good. And you don't even have to do the whole module. Like, you know, we do like kind of the long version, but think about how good it felt with the morning doing the fascial release and the health raise and the spasmophilia. You could just do that and then call it a night. I mean, you can do, you know, pieces of it or one of the segments as maintenance. And so I would just make some of it part of your routine from time to time. Doesn't have to be super regimented, but just from time to time, you could do some of it. I would also say that if you work with clients, you could, you know, kind of cherry pick certain things out of this and be it module 1, module 2, or module 3 at this point, and use it to treat a whole wide range of health issues.
Wonderful, thanks. When I scan my negative pride after this process, the cedar hyssop, and it's much reduced.
Mhm.
Thank you. Definitely feel the energy moving again.
Mhm.
Interesting about the glamours, whenever you offer that, as well as the next lymphatic class.
Yeah, the glamours.
Is the breathing any different if we have the tongue on the palate?
No, like you still do the same kind of, I think this is what you're asking, the breathing patterns and things like that, you know, the rhythms. The tongue to the palate increases the connection between the front channel and the back channel. It helps move energy a bit, but the oils are pretty strong. So if you start to feel a little overwhelmed by it, you could disconnect the tongue from the roof of the mouth for a bit. But sometimes it can make it a little too strong.
Okay, so someone was asking what's the difference between lymphatic blend and lymphatic support. They have a lymphatic support from a long time ago.
It's the same thing. I think we had it, I would make it and I'd call it both, but I think we just switched it to lymphatic blend and called it good.
Now we have a few people asking a salt bath tonight. Someone specifically is asking, would lymphatic blend or CRC be good in a salt bath?
Yeah,
tonight?
see-
What about Terabant? And
I-
then just whatever other ones.
Yeah, I would do Terabant, I would do CRC, lymphatic blend too, but if the CRC is for deeper lymphatic movement. And by the time we've gotten to this module, you could go deeper. So I would say go deeper.
So that was all for today. Thank you so much for today. If I can ask a general question. I've been using the Palo Santo fruit roller ball on my chest when I wake up in the middle of the night, as you recommended. It has been working like magic. I can be wide awake thinking I'll be up all night. And the next thing I know, I'm waking up in the morning. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. Good.
I need to reorder. Should I stay with the same or go
Yeah,
directly
I'd
to the
st-
oil?
I-
Stick with the roller ball?
I would stick with the roller. It makes it easy. Like especially if you keep putting, like neat application of essential oil to the chest, sometimes you'll get like a little bit of a, like, it's not quite a rash. It almost looks like a pimple or something. And so the rollerball is still high amounts of essential oil, but it's got a bit of jojoba in that, and it's just a little bit better tolerated on the skin.
And it is the Palo Santo fruit they've been using, so
Mhm.
continue with the Palo Santo.
Yeah, I
fruit.
would continue with the fruit.
Okay, we don't have that on the website yet. We will get it up and I'll send you a link to that for you.
Okay. Yeah.
As far as I know, Robert can correct me if I have the fruit rollerball, but I think we will. And I think that was it. Great class, guys.
Yeah. No other questions or comments or?
I really loved segment 3 and 4, so beneficial. Thank you so much for this class.
I say we do another segment 3 and 4 right now.
Okay, so if you guys are still sticking with us,
You can take off if you want, or we're going to do a segment 3 and 4 party. So pull out your marjoram and cedar, and we'll do it one more time on another area, or if you want to keep working the same area, you can keep working it. So begin by putting a few drops of marjoram on a spot and then rubbing it in until it's absorbed. And then once you've done that, inhale the marjoram with your awareness on that spot that you're working. You're still inhaling the marjoram into that area. And then put the marjoram down, pick up your cedar, a few drops on the area, and then begin inhaling the cedar into that area. And then let that go. Pick up your marjoram. Again, reapply it to that area. You're inhaling the marjoram into that spot that you've been working. And then let that go. Just be still for a moment. Put some cedar on that area. And then rub it in so that it absorbs. And then inhale the cedar onto that area. And then just let go. Let go of everything, just let go. And then pull out your Artemisia or your Mugwort Supreme or your Allostasis, whichever one you're using. And begin inhaling. Your awareness is on the armpits. Your elbows. Your awareness is on your elbows. Your wrists. The palms of your hands. Your hips. The knees. The ankles. The soles of your feet. Your navel. An inch and a half below your navel. Feels nice, yeah. Yeah. Whatever spot that you are working, go ahead and inhale the Artemisia or mugwort or allostasis, whatever you're using. Inhale into that area. Okay, you guys. How does that feel? Unless somebody has a comment or I'll just have to.
Mhm, mhm. Go ahead, Peggy. Oh, you know what? I haven't made it so you guys can unmute yourself yet. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, unmuted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful class. I feel beautiful. It makes me smile because it's kind of hard to talk when you feel so beautiful. You feel so energized yet pain-free, and a wonderful gift. And I thank you, Samantha and Greg and everybody else who contributed. It was wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank
You're
you.
good.
Yep, wonderful. Thanks so much. Wonderful. Smiley faces. All right.
Hey guys, see some of you next week for the Metatron Revealed, or the, what do we call it? The Integration of Light. In the study group on Tuesday. Don't forget about that. Tomorrow is Easter, so happy Easter, and we'll be doing our Sunday session at a star if you want to join us. And if not, hopefully we see you sometime next week or next weekend.
Someone just asked a question. Epstein-Barr in lymph. Any suggestion for treatment?
Well, I would say do all three modules, the module 1, module 2, module 3, like where, especially something like Epstein-Barr, like you don't want to get into like something where it's a symptom-oriented treatment. You want to go through and just start unwinding the body, improving the body function. And so something like that is a lot of stagnant lymph, and there's disruptions in the nervous system. People tend to treat it as just an immune issue, but I would say that it's immune, lymphatic, neurological, and endocrine oriented. And so doing the module today, doing the one from last weekend, and the level 1 or the module 1 technique, I would do all three of them. There's not going to be like a certain thing you do that's going to unwind it all. You got to get the lymph really good and healthy.
Okay to do this for someone with Crohn's disease?
Mhm.
Do you know when module 4 will be coming out?
We have it on the books. I think it's in May sometime. Like towards the middle or end of May, I think. Yeah. 4 and 5 will be out like in May and some part of June. So
Would this be helpful for somebody with mononucleosis?
yeah, I mean, it's good for just about anything. Like the lymphatic system is key to healing just about any condition. So I would say yes.
Same thing going through all the different
Mhm.
1, 2, and 3 one.
Yeah.
And lots of thank yous, and thank you for gifting us these wonderful free classes to cleanse and tune up our bodies.